In last week's episode, I showed off my new green Marina Queen sweatshirt, and I took care of business on the dining room table. Then I flew to San Diego and measured my crankshaft pulley nut. In this episode, I install a carbon monoxide alarm in the quarter berth, and I dry fit the new mount for the Garmin Multi-Function Display. Then I pay a visit to the USS Recruit before taking inventory of my flag situation. Stick around. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen out there. You know, anytime you've got an engine on a boat, you gotta be worried about carbon monoxide. And I didn't have a carbon monoxide detector on that trip down from San Fran, but I picked up this from Home Depot, but I'm going to mount it because I'll sleep better at night. This is going in today. We're going to be safer for it. And I'm going to put it in the quarter berth here, right behind the panel. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be perfect, just like that. Well, I feel a lot better with that carbon monoxide detector installed on the boat. Oh well, I got my morning coffee, so Starbucks. Now I got to put that multifunction display together. That's my mission today. So, this is the piece. So the idea is to go over it like this, have it sit like that. Like that. So I'll have some anchors under here to hold it up, and then just the pressure of that angle, you know, even there it won't fall. It still can be improved. You can see it's way bigger than it needs to be. I probably have 1/4 of an inch of play all the way around. So if I made it tighter, then that angle would be less. So something I'm gonna have to play around with still. Well, the sun's about to go down, so I figured I'd do a quick talk. What I'm learning is, in the days before, you plan to do a lot of things, but not a lot of it gets done, and you're always making decisions too. Like, I think I've decided to get rid of my multifunction display and sell it. The lack of the handhold is annoying, and then when it was off, I could stand and lean back on the pedestal guard, and it was so comfortable. You know, so if you're on watch at night, you can sit behind the helm, you can stand in front of the helm and lean back on the pedestal guard, and you get great visibility. It's just so much more convenient, so much more comfortable. It makes the boat feel more like a comfortable pair of shoes or a suit you like to wear that just fits so great, right? That's how it feels. Yeah. I'm going to sell the radar, sell the chart plotter. It's ridiculous, you know. Why not have everything on lithium batteries running portably? Really, the only thing you lose is, you know, if you have low vis and you want to use your radar. Nobody goes into low vis on purpose, right? Right? Yeah, if it's low vis and I get caught in it, I made a mistake. Well, those are my thoughts for right now. I'm eager to have Rob and Mark show up and just have some fellowship with crew. The magic of crew, man. That's what it's about. And this is USS Recruit. As part of Naval Training Center San Diego, she assisted with the training of over 50,000 new recruits each year, and she served continuously as a training facility from her construction in 1949 until the base was closed in 1997. While she still stands, she is unused, and many hope that she will someday become a maritime museum. Well, it's Wednesday morning. Rob and Mark are coming down this afternoon and meeting up with Frog's Leap, meeting up with me, and big day. Then tomorrow we leave for Ensenada. But I have some unfinished business that I have to attend to, and that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so there are no flags on the boat. So when you do international travel, you're supposed to have some special flags. Well, first of all, you gotta have, well, you don't gotta, it's not like it's a law or anything. You could be a stateless vessel. Then you don't get the protection of any state. Well, what's the point in that? Q flag, a Mexican flag, and a larger US flag. I need those 3 flags. I don't need them, but I should have them. Well, when I think about the International Code of Signals, brings back memories of my first stint in the Coast Guard. I was stationed on a cutter out of Astoria, Oregon, and there was a quartermaster, a third-class quartermaster that was there. Resolute would go to general quarters. My billet on the watch quarter station bill was up on the flying bridge. I was part of the nav team up there. This QM3's job was to communicate visually. He was in charge of semaphore, moving their arms with flags. He was in charge of flag hoist, and he was also in charge of flashing light. I was always fascinated by what he was doing with flag hoist, because that's where this International Code of Signals comes in. There's a publication, it's called Pub 102. And it goes through all this stuff. The whole thing about the International Code of Signals is to be able to communicate important things without regard to any language barrier. Like man overboard is the Oscar flag, which I find funny because when we would do man overboard drills in the Coast Guard, we'd say, all right, we're going to throw Oscar overboard. We always called the dummy that you would throw to do the drill, you'd call it Oscar. Well, it comes from the International Code of Signals. So Quebec is the quarantined flag. Oh, what are some of the other flags that I thought were interesting? Oh yeah, the Bravo flag in the Coast Guard. If we're fueling or if we're taking on ammo, anything hazardous, we're going to fly the Bravo flag. But from the cruiser's perspective, the only time I've seen a reference to the International Code of Signals is with this Q flag so far. Flying a courtesy flag and flying your own national ensign, that has nothing to do with International Code of Signals. That's separate. But the Q flag, that's all about the International Code of Signals. Yeah. So I picked up a U.S. National Ensign. I picked up a Mexican courtesy flag. And I picked up a yellow quarantine flag, or the Q flag, according to the International Code of Signals. And I picked up a 1" and 1/16, which is about a 27 millimeter wrench. And this will fit on the crankshaft pulley nut so I can do a valve lash adjustment in the future. So the yellow Q flag and the Mexican national flag are both the same size, different manufacturers. And I want to fly this off the aft stay, so we'll just see. Yeah, so there's the Q flag, just solid yellow. And then we have the Mexican national flag. It's not super heavy duty, but you know, you're not going to be in there forever. You're a visitor after all, right? Right? Yeah. And then I have this one. Oh yeah, that's a nice size. I like it. It's not too small. It's not too big. I think it's perfect for the size boat. Cool. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Marina Queen. Hey, we've got crew coming next week. I'll see you next week on the boat. For real-time updates, check out @Marina Queen Sailing on Instagram.